so sharp for? If I could find a way to make you wanna stay, I'd do my own thing, then leave you alone. If you can't find a way to love me at my worst, you don't deserve me, just leave me alone. If I could find a way to make you wanna stay, I'd do my own thing, then leave you alone. If you can't find a way to love me at my worst, you don't deserve me, just leave me alone. Same thing, same difference. Hey, I want you all in my business. All them emotions and baggage come with it. She want my love but be hurting my feelings. You know what you do. Playing your games on my mood.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the stream. I'll be streaming part 2 of Hogwarts Legacy. For those of you turning in, we'll be starting pretty soon, and we'll just continue on from where we last started. Please let me know if I need to lower my mic or the music at all.
If I could find a way to make you wanna stay, I'd do my own thing, then leave you alone. If you can't find a way to love me at my worst, you don't deserve me, just leave me alone. If I could find a way to make you wanna stay, I'd do my own thing, then leave you alone. If you can't find a way to love me at my worst, you don't deserve me, just leave me alone. Now wear it on my face, the mask you made me wear is the one I hate most. You want a rose when it's warm, but you won't mess with my thorns. Push me away when you're cutting, baby, my love is enough. Will love never be enough? My edge is staying rough. Someday I will find it, I can find it if you ever learn to love. Someday I will find it, I can find it if I ever learn to love. Someday I will find it. If I could find a way to make you wanna stay, I'd do my own thing, then leave you alone. If you can't find a way to love me at my worst, you don't deserve me, just leave me alone. If I could find a way to make you wanna stay, I'd do my own thing, then leave you alone. If you can't find a way to love me at my worst, you don't deserve me, just leave me alone.
Once I woke up from a dream, one that I hoped would never end. Now I'm awake, but still I wonder, could it be that what I want isn't really what I need? Close my eyes and wish for slumber. Listen to the voice inside. It's time to leave the past behind. Staring down the path alone.
Okay, I'm back. Can everybody hear me? Hopefully nothing crashes. There's a lot of changes to my setup, so hopefully everything goes well. I have a monitor, who's in the background letting me know if the sound is good. Decided to spice things up by wearing my scarf and changing the background lights to Hufflepuff colors. But yeah, I saw Foosley play Hogwarts today, and I was pretty excited. I mean, I felt like she did so much way better. I don't know, maybe there was more bugs to my PS version, because when she was going through a certain section in the journey before she got to Hogwarts, I kept dying, and then I just couldn't figure out why though. But I guess the PS is a little bit, or PC is a little bit better in terms of functionality. I did see a glimpse of different things also happening from the moment that I stopped and how she kind of continued. So I'm hoping that I can get as further as her. My plan today is just to kind of go further, stream for a bit, hopefully between an hour and a half to 2 hours, to kind of get a good mound step in the game. But yeah, hopefully everything kind of goes well. I'm also hoping to get better at just streaming in general, just because I feel still kind of new to the whole thing. Obviously this is just a hobby. I have a full-time job, so I just came off from my job, and now joining into the game. But yeah, I think also just inspiration to me streaming is just a lot of the streamers I currently watch as well. So I'm hoping to be entertaining as well, because I do like to entertain. But I guess I'll continue to talk as I play the game. So yeah, this is my character. His name is Bobby Joe. So yeah, he kind of looks like me a little bit, right? Just a little bit. I guess I should have made him more wider. I was hoping to get him more thicker eyebrows, because my eyebrows are kind of thick. I guess let's continue. That's pretty cool.
Especially if their name's ever in a plot twist.
Ugh, what am I missing?
Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Okay, I think we have a class to go to. Wait, it still wants me to go see that?
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. Protego!
Oops. Oh, it wants me to go somewhere downstairs. I can't.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
I didn't know we can do this. Challenge completed. It's probably our first one.
I always had a treasure once from my grandmother.
Oh, what was it?
An enchanted hourglass.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
Hopefully she doesn't get mad.
How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Alright, it's time for our first class. Let's go to a class. And how do we get to class?
Protego!
So we need to go to class. I think that should do it. I'm tracking my steps. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's go to class. It's nice seeing this. Oh,
What are you up to now?
Who's that?
Is that all you've got? Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A
Levioso.
levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Let's see if I can do this one.
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Yes.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. As
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic. Well done.
Yay, did it.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and
Basic
Protego.
cast.
You may begin.
Levioso. Protego. I know.
Can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Levioso.
Okay, Snape.
All of my students with a step.
Levioso.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
That was so close. So close.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
He looks happy.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Heckard. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned. Sounds suspicious or sounds intriguing? Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
Pleasure.
Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Till next time, sir.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not any.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
How nice to see you, my
Excuse
young
me.
friend.
I'd like to send out,
They're just chilling here?
but I have no one to write to.
Drink some tea, feel up, you know. Not be a commoner. How come we never seen this in Hogwarts? Like all this, what do you call it? Cedary and everything, chilling. It moved. I love cats. If you're joining in and new, please sit back and enjoy the show. Do subscribe if you're new. I'll be playing the new Hogwarts game from now on until, you know, I guess I complete it. I hear the classroom, but oh, I went in circles.
Revelio.
Oh, where did the cat come from? I guess I went the wrong way. Oh, the steps. The steps. Ugh, why am I? How come I didn't see this? And I kind of wanted to explore more. There's so many things you can do or see.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all.
Something I would do too.
By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay. Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
After me.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Whoa.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Okay, here we go.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last. Splendid! Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are some... That's it!
I'm a pro.
Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Okay.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Let us see this. There we go.
Accio.
Hey, I did it. Ooh, oh my god.
Splendid!
Watch this.
ball, hit a ball, hit a ball.
That is how it's done.
Oh, really? We'll see about that.
Accio.
It's
Well done.
100. I almost won.
Let us make this a bit more
Almost.
interesting, shall we?
Oh my god, more moving
I think
objects.
we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. Phew.
Accio.
Very good.
Watch this. There we go. Brilliant. Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Oh, really? That's how it's done.
Accio.
Excellent control there.
More points. more
Very
points.
good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks
Oh, she
to become
underestimated
proficient with
me.
Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm holding my own. I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Wow.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me. This enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is this a foreshadow of a different game? I hope we get to see it.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you would.
You're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
You
I
wanted
did.
to speak to me,
I
Professor.
trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Just kind of also exploring.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello.
Samantha.
You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
I wasn't trying to be mean. Is he okay?
What did I ever do to you?
If those bouncing bulbs get big, they can be quite strong. I'd keep an eye you don't get one that's too mature, or you'll be having to cast the fire-making spell. And I'm sure that won't go over well if Garlic tells Black.
When my grandfather went to this school, Dilys Derwent was there.
There's a treasure chest nearby to save the game.
If someone wouldn't mind letting me know.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the
Goblins,
uprising.
werewolves, where are you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
It's very interesting that it mentions so many people. Like family lineage and stuff like that.
Lumos.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Protego!
How do I add it?
More teachers love it.
Another cat.
My brothers and I prefer pumpkin juice with our mince pies. My aunt introduced us to those years ago.
Oops.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Well, I'm gonna take a quick break. Need to use the restroom. Okay, I'm back. Sometimes I just need a restroom break. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how I do this. I guess it's on the map, right? If I am there. I think it should be activated. No.
What are you up to now?
go.
I wish Professor Garlic would teach us more about flesh-eating trees. There seems so little about them. Perhaps one day someone will write a book on them.
They are grown into fresh
Flesh-eating trees. Oh, we should be interested in that. No one tells me to stop. I feel like I might go dark. It's just I want to hit more power. Those are big bones.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Man, that was a long trip. And so many staircases. The students must have been
I
fit.
sent a love letter to Imelda Reyes once, but I think she thought I was making fun of her because she's been rude to me ever since. I said she was... I wish they'd let Roman teach the entire curriculum. Charms is the only class I can stay away from.
Oops! Did we let you jump? Oh! So sensitive!
Lumos.
Oh man, there's so much more stairs. Hey, no. Okay. Hopefully there's actually some more stuff to explore, to capture. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. I wish I could do more up here. Let's see what...
Sometimes.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Wait, did I make it? Am I here? Damn, we're seeing this. I did feel that I had to continue using. I was still find it rather exciting to have this again. The reason irks me. I'm so looking forward to our trip later this year to Gentor Mentor. What an adventure we will have. I miss you, dear sister. Interesting.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
There's gonna be so much travel.
Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Lumos. 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 Protego. Lumos.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Do you think it's painful to be in a half-transfigured state?
I managed to conjure a hedgehog once.
Lumos. Protego. Lumos.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
In my opinion, divination is a load of...
Lumos.
Professor Anai seems so logical.
Protego!
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over
Lumos.
Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
Lumos.
Anyone been into Albie Weeks' shop lately? I'm always looking for an excuse to go.
Protego! Lumos.
In trouble, are we? Been up to no good? Thought as much. Bit of snot on your nose. Thought you'd want to know.
That poor first year trying to get into the Gryffindor Common. I swear the fat thing was having them all. Poor thing had to wait till next day. People are all...
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Tell me more about the potion shop.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
A butterbeer.
What are you up to now?
Lumos.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Reparo. What is the purpose of the task?
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Lumos. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
predicament.
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Why does everyone hate you?
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoil sports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Interesting.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Wow.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Oh man, so much.
Better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Whoa. Where am I going?
Lumos. Lumos. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Lumos. Accio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Lumos. Accio. Lumos. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Protego! Lumos. Lumos.
Man.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Lumos. Accio. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
It is a lot of work doing all these different tasks.
Lumos.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Protego! Lumos.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
I
Helen's an
did.
idea. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible.
It's
How
possible.
did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
I'm afraid I've decided to keep them. That'll teach you to stink up your classmates.
What? You'd keep my prized collection for yourself?
I'm only teasing. Of course you can have them.
Oh, thank Merlin. You had me worried there. Now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
That's a horrible idea. No one wants to get that awful stench all over them again.
Why not? Gobstones are splendid fun, and now everyone knows the rules. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Hey, you got another task done. Is that a Death Eater?
Fills our stout hearts with joy to be in the presence of such arrogance.
Who's talking?
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
Did I get all the papers?
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Oh, good.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Reparo.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted
Reparo.
lover thought it accurate. Lashed out.
Accio. Lumos. Protego.
Behind me! I promise! Leave me be!
Where am I? Interesting.
Lumos. Accio.
Interesting. I have no idea where we're going. We're in a dungeon.
Accio.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here for today, just because I think I hit some good milestones in terms of where I want it to be. Still yet have to gone to Hogsmeade. Maybe I'll just take a break real quick and then come back when maybe we can get to Hogsmeade. I Yeah. You pause here. Okay. Actually, we need the map. We need the map to kind of navigate me. I'm kind of lost. But then there's quests that I haven't done yet.
What are you up to now?
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Hopefully we can get our one. I think that's the only thing I kind of wanted to do. Whoa.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. Do you think you're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel? The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
Oh.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad
Hey, I'm
side?
jogging.
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to get the lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
You think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
Prance, Hoof, and Sugarfoot.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I have confidence in our defensive abilities. You can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. Levioso!
And we're ready for a long time.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful. Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state.
Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne loves him, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Finally, we made it.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
If something threatens me, the first thing I cast is potato.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get. A wand and some other bits.
Some other bits.
Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Okay, so the first thing I want to get is a wand, and then go in here. Okay, so with the time I have left, I'm gonna try to do the wand, and then that's it for the day.
Blooming beard. Not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes.
Well, this is a big one.
Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish.
No.
How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try.
Is that Aries? No.
Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated.
Very
How
tricky.
Perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it. How intriguing. Curious indeed.
I like the way this one looks. Let's go with this one first.
How intriguing. Curious
Wow, there's so much.
How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Let's go with Aspen. The core, right? Yeah. Since the show is Twin Dragons, might as well pick Dragon String.
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Okay. I think that's pretty much it. We did everything we said we were gonna do. And so with that, I am going to end the stream. Yeah, I thought today was pretty. We accomplished a lot, even though I felt like we didn't do a lot, just because of all the different tasks. But I really wanted to get the one out of the way. I wanted to see what potentials I can get. But yeah, if you're new, you've seen this, and you've been subscribe. But also just know I'm new to this as well. So please be patient with me, and hope we can continue streaming. My goal is to just kind of go through the whole series And yeah, hopefully we can play more different games. Alright, so I'll see you later.
Yeah, yo, Shafa.
If I could find a way to make you wanna stay, I'd do my own thing, then leave you alone. If you can't find a way to love me at my worst, you don't deserve me, just leave me alone.
If I could find a way to make you wanna stay, I'd do my own thing, then leave you alone. If you can't find a way to love me at my worst, you don't deserve me, just leave me alone.
Same thing, same difference.
Hey, I want you all in my business. All them emotions and baggage come with it. She want my love but be hurting my feelings. You know what